Hey, hi, how are ya? Stephanie Stallworth, ATL Traffic Lady. Good morning to you. It's a Tuesday morning, October. Don't let me rush the fall. I'm still trying to enjoy the summer, doggone it. It's it's August 13th, 2024. Hey. Yes, and it's early, I tell you, early in the morning. You're ready to start my traffic updates. But listen, I gotta tell you, hey, hi, how are ya? The question of the day. Do you trust your instincts, right? Do you trust your own instincts? Do you trust your own feelings? I mean, when it comes to relationships and stuff, right? Do you trust your instincts and feelings when it comes to relationships? Or do you try to suppress the feelings that you have for people? Or, do you go for it? Or do you say, nah, I can't go for it. I'm going to try to forget them no matter how hard it is. I'm going to try to act like they don't exist. I'm going to stay away from them, no contact, so I can forget them. And has it ever worked? It might work sometimes. But guess what? There might be that one time that does not work. If somebody's terrible for you, but you just can't help it, you love them so much. You stay away from them, you forget them, you get around other people, see other people, do all these other things, and you forget about them because they weren't for you anyway. But what happens at one time when you try to stay away from somebody, have no contact, out of sight, out of mind, all of that, and you can't forget them? It makes you think about them more. It makes you want to see them more. It makes you miss them more instead of forgetting them. You can't forget them. What do you do then, right? You try to, do some mental clarity exercises to forget about them. Doesn't work. You try to go forward with other people, try to find other partners, try to do whatever, and it doesn't work. You're totally in a commitment with somebody else, and it still doesn't work. You still think about this person all of the time. You can't get them out of your mind. You're not in contact at all, but you still can't forget the person. Why do people even try to forget the person? I don't know, but trust your instincts when that happens, right? And say, okay, I've tried everything I know, everything anyone's ever told me about how to forget this person. No, I can't forget them. And they're not a bad person, but it just creeps up feelings in me that I've never felt before. You give me a feeling that I never felt before, right? And it's unfamiliar to you. But think about, why can't I forget them? Because I'm totally in love with them, but I've never been totally in love before. So I don't know what that feeling feels like. It's very uncomfortable and I want to forget it. I feel out of control in the feelings. Because that's what totally in love really is, right? You're not like controlled in the feeling when you're in love. When you're totally in love, you don't control it. You just feel it, right? You don't steer it. You don't put it to the side and park it and hop in another car and leave the car there, because that's still your car. You can't just leave it and forget about it. You can't turn a blind eye to it. You can't do any of that. And then you think, but I'm so flawed. I'm so this, I'm so that. I got so much this and that. Everybody got something. So if you can't forget about them, come see about me, right? Go see about them. See about me. Nita Baker says, see about me. Come see about me. I did it. Right? Come see about them. Come see about me. But, sometimes people won't. And really, it becomes to your own detriment at that point. I mean, if you can forget about the person, cool. You can be with all kinds of other people, and you don't think about them because you got somebody else on horizon, or someone else is in the catbird seat, whatever. You're good with it. You might only think about them if you see them, but if you don't see them, you don't think about them. But what if you see them all the time? You think about them 24/7. Think about them constantly, on my mind, constantly. In my arms is where you should be, Anita Baker says, right? Constantly, they're on your mind all the time. What are you going to do? And then you got to ask yourself, why am I trying to suppress my real feelings? God gave me feelings for a reason. And then you think about your divine destiny partner that God put out there for you, right? And what if they're them? That's why you can't forget about them. But I'm going to forget about this person, right? They give me these uncomfortable feelings that I never felt before. I'd rather be in control of my feelings with somebody who I'm just okay with. I can handle that thing. But that's what love really feels like. And for people who've never been in love, child, it's going to take you for a loop. It's going to take you for a loop. And eventually you're going to have to just accept that thing. Like, okay, I'm defeated. I've tried everything I can. I've tried every love I could find. Still, I can't get you out of my mind. 'Cause there's Nita Baker. No one in the world to hold me. No one in the world can move me. No one in the world can love me like you do, baby. Every time I'm with someone, I'm loving you and I want to run. I want to run back to your arms again. There's no one in the world, no one in the world who loves me like you do. Please take me back. Oh, babe, I can't go on. I'm not happy in my life without you. You got to say this to the person. I'll do whatever it takes. I got to get you back with me. No matter what situation you're in, you got to go back to them. You do whatever it takes. I realize, you got to tell them, I need you here in my life. Anita Baker lyrics. No one can love me like you do, baby. Tell him or her, you got the one, you're the one that I need, baby. Wait a minute, something got a hold on me. I don't have time to look them up. I gotta go to work. Ain't no one in the world loves me like you do, right? Or what is Shantae Moore says, honey, I know that you didn't know love's taking over, that loving me could be like this, but you're not alone. They'll say to you, my mind was blown, I cannot resist, and now I find myself you get taken over by the feeling. Love's taking over. That's when it's truly in love. And now I find myself taken over by the feeling that I know within my heart it's too late to say goodbye now. There's a place in you that belongs to me, baby, or there's a place in me that belongs to you, baby. So what do you do when all that happens? Shantae says it. So relax and be mine. Now that love's taken over me. What'll I do now that love's taken over you? Baby, I'll show you how it feels to live in ecstasy. Now that love's taken over. Do. She said, too bad for you. You can't free yourself from me. Don't bother to, she says. You'll have to stay here forever. That's what your person's saying to you. And now you find yourself taken over by the feeling that you know within your heart it's too late to say goodbye to your person. You tried. You gave it the yeoman's try. The good old college try. the bunch of women in their place try. You try to find all the things that's in that one person and all these different people, and maybe each of them had one, but none of them had it all. Try. But there's some things you just can't deny. You can't deny. Right? What did Rochelle Farrell and Will Downing say? Nothing has ever felt like this. No. Nothing has ever meant the whole world to me. Right? So you got to just deal with that thing and say, okay, uncle, I give up. Nothing has ever felt like this. Ooh. Nothing has ever been this good. Nothing has ever been this right. Nothing so sweet in my life. Do. And so, let me find these lyrics. Nothing has ever felt like this, has it? You got to give that thing some respect and trust your inner knowing and your instincts. And trust God when He gives it to you. You knew what it was that you ran away from it. But guess what? That song, Nothing Has Ever Felt Like This, with Michelle Farrell and Will Downing, is a beautiful duet. It starts out, because you're not, because everyone's got something, right? And God wouldn't put you together with them if your something was that you think is so awful is something with or accept, and vice versa, right? You keep running from it instead of just standing there and talking to the person. Just have the conversation. You will be surprised. I could have had all these great years with them because I was running from it. But don't run from it. So nothing has ever felt like this. I'm going to wrap so I can go to work. Nothing has ever felt like this. Michelle Farrell, Will Downing. Oh, Lord, what did I do to deserve you? She says. Heaven knows I'm not like you. I'm not perfect. When He sees, will He leave? Or will He stay and need to deserve her? My best Will Downing. I'm terrible singer anyway. Heaven knows, Lord knows I'm only human. Can this be someone true think, or is it a cruel fantasy? It's not a cruel fantasy, it's just a fantasy. Today they get together, they say, nothing has ever felt like this. Nothing has ever meant the whole world to me. Nothing has ever been this good. Nothing. Nothing has ever been this right. Nothing. Nothing so sweet in my life. Nothing so sweet in your life. Nothing's ever been this good. Nothing. You've seen plenty of people. They've seen plenty of people. Nothing's ever been this good. Nothing's ever been this right. Nothing's so sweet in my life. And they feel exactly the same way. They try to forget you, but they can't. So what you gonna do? What y'all gonna do? Verse 2 says, Will says, he says, I know you treasure me, and I know that I'm the only man you see. Yeah, it's living in love with you. It's a living love with you. I love my life with you. This is Will. Together, we'll share a life together. We both say that. I love you right now and forever. Do. Nothing has ever felt quite like this. Nothing's ever felt quite like this. No, nothing has ever meant the whole world to me. Nothing has ever been this good. Nothing has ever been this right. Nothing so sweet in my life. And then Rochelle says, nothing has ever been this good before. Will Downing says, and nothing has ever felt this right before, my love. And together they said, you know how they start scatting. Ain't nothing ever been so sweet. Will says, oh, I need you. Rochelle, I need you, boy. Will, and I want you too. Rochelle says, baby, hey. Together, nothing is good. She says, hey, I love you, boy. Will says, I love you too. Ain't nothing ever been this good. Felt so right, felt so sweet in my life. Nothing is good. It starts out again. Oh Lord, what did I do to deserve you? Heaven knows I'm not like you. I'm not perfect. When He sees, will He leave or will He stay anyway? Oh Lord, what can I do to deserve her? Heaven knows, Lord knows, I'm only human. Can this be someone truly for me? And it can, but then he questions himself. He don't believe himself. Or is it a cruel fantasy? Because nothing has ever felt like this. Nothing has ever meant the whole world to me. Nothing has ever been this good. Nothing has ever been this right. Nothing so sweet in my life. And I cannot forget them. And I've tried and I've tried and I've tried. That's not the lyrics, but they tried. You tried to forget them. They even tried to forget you when you tried to forget them. But that couldn't happen. Not gonna happen. And so on and so on and such and such. So I gotta go. But what I'm trying to say is, hey, hi, how are you? Do you trust your own instincts? Do you trust your own feelings and emotions? Even when you're comfortably inside some committed relationship, you know it's not the relationship for you because you can't stop forgetting about this person who is actually not forgetting about you either. They can't stop forgetting about you. They can't forget about you either. Stop thinking about you either. So what do? Do you live a false life with not the actual person God sent you? Or do you go with the feelings, let go of control, and you're already fully head over heels madly in love, but go with that feeling and see what the end is going to be. Run on and see what the end is going to be. Because like the Brownings say, the best is yet to come. That's right. The best is yet to come. And that's it. I got to go. We'll go back to work. Love you so much. God bless you. It's Stephanie Stallworth, AtlTrafficLady. You're on HowWeFlow.Today-TV. It's where we are going to live our best life ever. And that is our God-destined life with a God-destined partner that he created for us, right? And when you do that and you go with his destiny and what he told you to do and not our own decisions, then you live your best life ever because you're living as your creator intended for you to live in the situations and the connections with people that he intended for you to have. And he created you in his likeness and in his image, and he created you to be a force in this life, right? You got a plan and a purpose for you. He knows the plans he has for you. Plans to prosper you, not to harm you. Plans to give you hope in the future. You will find him when you seek him with all of your heart. He will be found by you. And so when you do that, you'll be totally in line. Click, 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 click. It clicks together and you're running on to see what the end is going to be. You'll never look back. You'll never regret the decision. So trust your instincts. That's all I can say. Trust your instincts. And hey, nothing this good. And that's all she wrote. All right. Come on now. See about me. Oh, by the way, for my person, I can't reach you at all. So you have to reach me. And that's all I can say. And that's the end of the story. That's all she wrote. And let's run on and see what the end is going to be. Nothing.